Well, welcome fellow travelers, your traveling buddy here, coming to you today from my home. And just figured I'd show you around a little bit, Notice it's getting to be fall out. I mean, look, I'm already starting to get leaves out in my yard. And I've noticed that, even with all the COVID thing going on, noticed that some of my neighbors are starting to set up for Halloween. Even though I'm not sure if there's actually going to be a Halloween. And if you watched my videos in the past, I set up my yard for Halloween. I've already kind of started up. I thought about it. I was like, what the heck, Can't disappoint the kids because my yard is one they love to see. And I've already started to set up. There's my Jeeves up in the front window. There's a skeleton right here so far. That's just the beginning. That's what this video is going to be. I'm going to show you me setting up my yard. You have a full graveyard I put out in my yard. This turns into a haunted graveyard. So this is going to be cool. I live in this trailer park, and kids always wonder when I'm going to set up my decorations every year. They love it when I set them up. So my house, I've had people come on and take pictures of my house and everything. I love setting up for Halloween. Halloween is definitely my season. I even set up, let's say this cabinet right here I've got, that's full of Halloween decorations. Just to show you real quick. Open it up and look, see? The skeletons and all that. Some of these are real cobwebs. But there's my skeletons. Stuff like that. I got more inside. And all that. And in back of my shed is where I store all my tombstones. Right there. I got a lot of tombstones. Right, here we are, guys. Look at these are all my tombstones. Pulled them out from behind the shed. Got quite a few. Got some newer ones I bought last year that I have to rig up, because you see how I rig them up. I don't use the little spikes that they give you. I use the wood, and that way they stay up better and all that. There's one of my ghouls. And all these totes right here are full of my Halloween decorations. I mean, I got quite a few. I mean, see? Got all kinds of decorations. Halloween decorations. So I've been collecting for years. Now I just got to set all these up. gapped out, you know. I tried to separate them enough, make it look like a real graveyard, like, you know, the body's laying there, you know, in between, you know, give it some space. And if you noticed what I was doing, take the hammer and it's like I don't use the actual pegs that comes with it, the plastic pegs, because those break easily. I use Mother Nature's pegs. Just use an old stick like that and just hammer that into the ground. It comes from my tree. Find them in my yard all the time. And it's like old school. I mean, here's the front of my house. So just line them up here, take the pegs, nail them into the ground so the wind doesn't blow them over. That's why I use the wood too, so they don't get blown over. Sometimes they still do, but just come out and just nail them in there. But I'm not done yet. You know, I put some of them up there against the house, you know, and then so I got other decorations I'm gonna put out. See how the wind likes to blow that one. See, those are sitting in there. I got them nailed in there, but that's why I, you know, put the pegs down so they can't blow over. I'm learning different ways of setting them up. I mean, this is what I used to do. There's other things, and some of these are handmade tombstones too. I've actually made some of my own. I usually buy at the end of the year. I buy up some, but these here, I made those. These are just pieces of styrofoam, and I put a little skull in that one, and just basically made a tombstone. This one over here too. Tote, lid to a tote. I don't have the tote anymore, but I had the lid, so I just made a tombstone out of it. Painted it. Who cares if it gets scratched up? Gives it that creepy look. That's the other thing, is I store these outside. I don't care if they get dirty or anything. It's supposed to be a spooky cemetery. But see, this bench here, that's one of my main things I like to set up. I'll be showing that soon. There's something I put on that bench. A lot of people like to come take pictures with. But let's get the rest of the decorations out and get them set up. guys, here we go. I mean, I haven't got everything out. I mean, I might put up a few more things later on, but like I said, with all the COVID thing, I'm having fun feeling it ain't gonna be a bunch of Halloween. So this gives the kids something moving on about, you know, the neighborhood kids. I even take my totes and turn them upside down, make them into giant tombstones. Like that, you know. I have a lot of other things I do, but let me show you the, you know, there's some of my ghouls there. And you saw I got my Jeeves up in their window, skeleton, and there's a little witch hanging up in the window. But let me show you what I'm really famous for around here. A lot of people like to come take pictures of these things, like this guy I created last year. I call him the grave robber. See, he's got a shovel, and I've got him set a stake down so he can't fall over and all that. And look, he's got a bag of bones around his shoulder there. So I just take some old clothes that I don't use anymore. I was going to throw them away, and I was like, oh, I could use those for my Halloween decorations. People love them. I did that for the first time last year. Take them and just stake them down, just make them look like a grave robber, like he's digging up a grave. And then this, I got this last year too. It's like a little child skeleton. That one turns out pretty cool. But besides him, this is another one a lot of people love to see every year. I've done this for like over 3 years now. I've done this one. Check this one out. I call it To Death Do Us Part. It's a bride. She's a bride. Got her in a dress, you know, a wedding dress. And then there's the groom, and like he's proposing to her. He's kneeling. I've had people actually come up here and take pictures in front of it, sitting next to her and all that. I see that I still got to fix some of my tombstones. The wind keeps wanting to blow them over. There's a couple of them, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you know, spooky graveyard. If they fall over, you know, I'll fix them. There's one of my Grim Reapers right there. I've had him a long time. He used to be animatronic, and I'll show you a little DIY thing I did. He used to be animatronic. He used to jump up and scare people, but stopped working. But I didn't want to get rid of him. So what I did is, see that base? That's actually from one of those circular fans. It pivots back and forth, and I just rigged it up onto that and staked it into the ground. Somebody was throwing it away, you know, just took the fan part, threw it back in the garbage, used the base. That's a good DIY thing to do, like I said. And then you can just get some styrofoam, because that's all these are, styrofoam, you know. I got a couple other things I'm going to do and show you how to do things. And so I use my totes for, still got some Halloween decorations in them. I just turn them upside down, and they look like those tombstones you see out in the cemetery. Yeah, that's a good idea too. But yeah, this is pretty much my graveyard. I mean, I'm not completely done with it. I got some other things I want to put out later on. But this is to give you an idea of what I do. And everybody always waits every year for me to do this. I even have lights that shine up on there, like, you know, on the house, or inside the, actually inside the house too, and all that. So it looks real creepy. The other thing I love about doing this is, you see my grass is getting a little tall. My landlord, leaves me alone a little bit about the leaves and stuff like that, because I tell them that's part of my decorations. And as soon as Halloween's over, I mow it all up and get rid of it. There's my graveyard. Alright, my fellow travelers, that's going to be about it for showing you how I set up my graveyard for Halloween. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be much of a Halloween this year, you know, with the whole COVID thing, you know, how many parents are actually going to let their kids go out trick-or-treating. But at least people can come along and enjoy my decorations, you know, if they want to come up, take selfies, you know, I don't mind, you know, as long as they don't tear it up. I mean, I have had some kids in the past that get a little too rambunctious and all that, but, you know, most of the time everybody likes it. You know, I'm the hit of the neighborhood every year, every Halloween. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share me out. Share me out on all your social media. Tell your family, tell your friends about me, so I can grow this channel and I can continue traveling, showing you different things, you know, and showing you things like cool things like this. So until next time, my fellow travelers, I'll see you around the bend.